Hi there, how are you? So today I'm going to talk about a little thing called a self-liquidating offer. Now, every business has the problem of generating leads, okay? Every single business. If you can't generate leads, you can't sell your products, all right? Now, there are two ways to generate leads, especially on the online way that we're doing it right now, okay? So you can publish content. Now, the content you can either publish on YouTube, you can publish on a podcast, you can publish on a blog, okay? That's the ways of publishing content, or you can drive ads to your product. Now, this takes time, okay? For you to build up a following to be able to sell things to them, okay? Ads are very, very quick, but the problem with ads is they cost money. Now, most people, especially when they're starting, don't have the money to be able to spend on ads. And that's perfectly understandable. So what we need to do is find a way to be able to drive adverts, but that it doesn't cost us any money. Okay? So that's a basic concept. Yeah? Now we're going to look at something else. Okay? Publishing takes time, okay? And adverts cost money. Now, if we relate this to an MLM scenario, okay, where normally the lead generation, you have to do it in a personal manner. So you have to approach, as most people are told to do in the MLM, your friends and family, or phone the contacts on your phone list, or you go and find people in the street. The problem with doing that is that occupies all your time, because while you are spending your time talking to one person, there are another 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 people walking past you that you can't talk to because your time is occupied with that one person, okay? So what we need to do is we need to find a way to duplicate time. Yeah? Okay. Now the way we do that is by using the internet. Publishing, which we talked about before, is a way of duplicating time, yeah? Because once you publish something once, it stays on the internet forever, and it's going to be there forever. And that one thing that you've done, which took you 20 minutes, like this video, for example, it will take me however long it takes me. But as soon as it's on the internet, it's there forever. And people will go past it and past it and past it and past it and watch it and watch it and watch it. And for 30 minutes of my time, I'm being able to speak to thousands and thousands of people. Now, when it comes to money, there are only two types of money when it comes to adverts. You've got your money and you've got other people's money. Okay? So, the worst thing you can do when you're trying to sell a product is use your time and spend your money to do that. I mean, that is a losing, you are not gonna make any money unless you have a stack of cash to be able to throw out adverts. So we don't want this and we don't want this. But the problem is, how do you get, so we can do this by publishing. Okay. But if we want to drive adverts, how do we get other people to spend money for us to drive our adverts? Now, that doesn't mean go and get a bank loan. Don't do it. Just don't. Loans are bad. Loans are evil. Just don't do it, okay? But we need to find a way of getting other people's money to fund our adverts. Now, wouldn't it be great if you could actually use not just other people's money, but you could use your clients' money to drive ads? Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? How are you going to get your prospective clients to spend money for you to be able to drive ads? Sounds ridiculous, but this is where the self-liquidating offer comes in. okay? Liquidating offer, OSLO for short. This is the way that we get our customers to pay for our advertising, okay? There's also something that's very, very true also as well. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a client will win every single time, okay? So if I can spend 50 euros to generate one client, because I can permit myself to spend 50 euros to generate one client, and you can only spend €1 to generate a client, it doesn't matter if my product's worse than yours, I'm going to win. That's how it works, okay? That's how it works. So, the self-liquidating offer. How do we do that? Okay. Let's say over here you've got a product. Now this is the product you're wanting to sell. Now, I'm doing this video because somebody who works in MLM is asking me how to sell their product. Okay. Now, normally, what you would do, is you would make an advert on Facebook, on Google, on something like that, and that advert would send the person over to your product to buy it. Okay. Now, although that can be done, when you're talking about an MLM product, Facebook does not like MLM. Google does not like MLM, okay? And even if you don't have a product, even if you have a product that isn't MLM, this is not the best way to do it. You know, it's still better to do it with a self-liquidating offer. So, in this case, because you cannot drive an advert from Facebook to your MLM product, we have to find another way to do it, all right? So, what we do is we create our own product that we sell before we get to the MLM product, okay? So this is where we get into the part about the self-liquidating offer, because as you can't drive the advert straight to your MLM product, okay, because you can't do it, or if you're not selling an MLM product, you still want to use the self-liquidating offer, okay? We create our own product to sell before we get to the actual MLM product or whatever other product it is that we want to sell, okay? And the reason we do that is because we can get back the money that we've spent on adverts by selling a product that we've created. Now, I'm not talking about creating some massive product, okay? Let's say, for example, that the MLM product that you're selling has something to do with ketosis, for example, okay? So you would create an advert which would go to something very, very simple, like a PDF report, which talks about ketosis. Now, you're not going to charge anybody for this, okay? You're not going to charge anybody for this. You're going to pay money for the advert, you're going to drive them there, and in exchange for that PDF report, you are going to get an email address from your prospective client, okay? Now, the next thing you do, as soon as they have reached this page and they've given their email address and they've clicked the submit button on your opt-in page, on your landing page, or whatever you want to call it, okay, you immediately take them to another page where you upsell them something else. Okay, so let's say you do a video sales page, for example, so you've got a video here, text here to another buy now button, okay? In this case, I could take them to perhaps a ketosis course. Again, something that I've prepared myself that hasn't cost me any money to prepare it. And I charge them, let's say, €7 for that course. Now this course, we're going to make sure that it's just an amazing, absolutely fantastic value course and is worth at least 10 times that €7. So that you drive the ad, they get the free report, you send them to the ketosis course, which costs €7. They look at it and go, wow, you already know that these people are interested in ketosis because your advert is going to talk about the PDF report on ketosis. So they're already in there for ketosis. So when you try and upsell them this, €7 is nothing, okay? Absolutely nothing. But, and this is the magic trick, this is where the magic comes in. They've spent €7. Okay? You've not sold your product yet. You've not got there yet, but you've already made €7. Now, this is the beauty of it. This is the beauty of the self-liquidating offer. Because, let's say, for example, we're on Facebook, yeah? And let's say we've spent €7 on Facebook ads, okay? And of those €7, we've managed to generate, how many leads could we generate for €7? Quite a lot. We could probably get about 5,000 clicks on the advert for €7, okay? Now, of those 5,000, 2,500 will actually visit the opt-in page for the PDF report. And of those 2,500, 500 will download the PDF report and get taken to the upsell. Now, of those 500 that you send to your upsell, which costs €7, of those 500 that you send there, you only need one of them to buy that. And you've made back the money that you've spent on your adverts. Now imagine if those 500, now bear in mind, 500 of those people have downloaded your PDF report. So down here, you've got 500 email addresses. Whoosh, can't spell. You've got 500 email addresses, all of whom are interested in ketosis. Let's say for argument's sake, two people buy the upsell. You've made €14. What do you do with that €14? You don't take profit. You don't take profit from that. You take those €14 and you put that back into adverts. Now all of a sudden, you're not getting 5,000, you're getting 10,000, which changes this into 5,000, which changes that into 1,000. So you've now got 1,500 email addresses. Because you've got the double of that, you now get 4 times the 7, which is 28, which you drive back into the adverts. What do you think about that? Now, that's the idea of the self-liquidating offer. Now, every time you do this, you are generating more and more and more and more leads who are potential customers then for your MLM product. And as we know, your MLM product is not just the product, it's also the downline, because the people that are going to be interested in the product are then people that you can pitch to join your downline. And if it's not an MLM product, it's still 1,500 email addresses that you can pitch your product to. Okay, so that's the basic idea of the self-liquidating offer. That's it. That's all it is. It's very, very simple. Okay. Now the great thing about it is that, and I'm gonna clear this out a bit. Okay. The wonderful thing about the self-liquidating offer is it allows you to use money, because money equals speed. So if publishing is slow and it takes time, money is the same as speed, because the more money you can spend on adverts, the more leads you can generate and the more people you can pitch to about your product. Okay, so that's why the self-liquidating offer, whether it's an MLM product or whether it's any other kind of product, makes sense, because you don't spend your own money on adverts. So if you're just starting out, because the thing is, all of these people that are making tons and tons and tons of money on the internet, they can plow money into adverts because they've got the money to do it. But when you're just starting out, you don't have the money to do it. But most people in the beginning can maybe spare 100 euros or 50 euros to start driving adverts to a self-liquidating offer. Okay, now that's all it is. That's the self-liquidating offer. Now, I'm not going to go into it right now, but obviously we talked about creating your own product. So you've got the ad, which you drive to. Well, first of all, the free thing for the email address, and then you sell your homemade product. Now, I'm not going to get into that today, okay? How you can create your own product, all right? I'll do that tomorrow, okay? It's not as difficult as you think. It really isn't. It is dead easy, all right? You don't have to spend a ton of time. You don't have to spend a ton of money at all creating a product. For example, let's see. Right, I'll run into it quickly. I'm selling a ketosis product, okay? I go onto YouTube. For example, and I search for ketosis. Now I'm going to get a list of videos coming up on YouTube, yeah? We've all been there. We all know that, okay? And how do they rank? They rank in the order of most viewed down to least viewed. Now, I don't know whether you know this. But YouTube is public domain. Anything that is published on YouTube is public domain. That means you can take the URL of that video and you can take that URL and you can put it inside a members area, or you can put it on a document, okay? And you can ship that document out to people. And you can sell, a list of 10 videos, for example. Another thing you can do is you can take the video, you can actually rip the audio from that video. Now, that audio, you can then transcribe that audio into text, all right? Granted, you will have to change the text. You can't just take the text because that is copyrighted, but you can take the text, you can reword it into your own words. Somebody else has done the work, all you're doing is rewording it, and then you've got a report. Yeah. Or another thing you can do, let's say, for example, again, on the ketosis section, talking about ketosis, you could find a chef who likes ketosis, a ketosis chef, and you could interview that chef. Now, there is nobody on this planet when you approach them and you say to them, listen, I'm preparing this thing on ketosis and I would love for you to be featured in that. Would you grant me the opportunity to interview you to be included in my ketosis thing? And you can tell them that you will put their name on it and that you will provide a link to their webpage, to their Facebook page, so that they get more movement. They ain't going to say no. They're not going to say no. So you do a video interview with them. Now, we're back to the same thing. A video. That can go on YouTube. All right. From that, you can rip the audio. Now, once you've ripped the audio from it, that can be a chapter in an audiobook. Okay? You can transcribe the audio, which now you don't have to change because it's yours. You made this content. This content is yours. All right? All you did was ask a chef a few questions. That's all you did. You can transcribe it into text, which can go onto a blog. Okay? Or it can go into an ebook. Yeah? Also, the video itself, you could make, and these are becoming very, very popular and very, very valuable. A video book. Now, so you interview a chef about ketosis. Let's say you also interview a doctor about ketosis. Same thing. Same thing. But all of this content, it's going to take you, it might take you a week. It might take you a week to find the people to interview and interview them and do all the work to make the product. All right? But this is so valuable. So, you drive the ad to the PDF report, the free PDF report for the email, and then you upsell them to your product for €7, which is highly valuable content that nobody else has. Nobody else has it. Do you see how valuable that is? How easy it is and how valuable it is. So that when you're once you've driven them to your sales page, yeah, which we talked about before, you've got your video sales page there. This video is of you saying, look, I've got this amazing product for €7. Nobody else has got it. Yeah. So they've taken the PDF, and this video says, I've got this amazing offer for you right now. This is not available anywhere else. Okay. Nobody else has this content. You've got an interview with a chef that knows about ketosis. Okay. He's also given us a 30-day meal plan on ketosis. We've got an interview with a doctor about how to medically enter ketosis. €7. It's not cost you anything to make that. Nothing to make it. Do you think that's going to sell for €7? That would sell for €20. It would sell for €30. And then don't forget, you've got, let's say you start with the PDF report, right? Everybody's doing a PDF report, but you've already made all this content. Don't forget, you've got the ebook. that you've made. You've got the audio book that you've made. Now, you could substitute that for the PDF report. Do you see where I'm going with this? So all of a sudden, instead of it just being a little PDF report that everybody else is doing, you're giving out a whole audio book for an email address. And you got a lead. And that lead is probably going to buy that and is paying for your adverts. And this is an automated machine that will work while ever you're driving ads to it. Okay. I hope that's made sense. Okay. I'm quite well aware that I'm a morning person, right? I'm doing this at night, so maybe the video's not the best. All right. If you've got any questions, by all means, just comment below, ask me, and I will clear anything up that isn't clear. Okay. But that's basically what a self-liquidating offer is. All right. That's all it is. That's all it is. And the actual funnel itself. All right. So you've got the ad, which you drive to what's called an opt-in page. So here you've got the PDF report or your audio book, where somebody leaves their email and the submit button. And then you take them to the upsell page. All of this you can do in ClickFunnels. Yeah, and then obviously if you're selling this for €7, you would then take them to a sales page. The sales page, which is where you have your checkout. But all of this you can do in ClickFunnels. All of that can be done in the ClickFunnels software. You don't need to go anywhere else. You don't need to do absolutely anything else. That can all be done in ClickFunnels. So again, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.